Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading will be the general monthly reading for the month of September 2018 for all of the astrological signs. For the reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck by Jennifer Galasso for the main spread, and it's the 10-card Celtic cross spread. If I need to clarify anything, I will use the Zillich Tarot deck. And then the Oracle cards, I'll be using the Whisper of Love deck, and that's by Angela Hartfield, and the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise, Linn. Just a reminder, these readings are general in nature, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading with me would be to order a private reading. If you're interested, all of the information that you need to do that can be found in the description box below this video. Another thing that I suggest doing is, besides watching your sun sign video, watch also your moon and rising sign. Many times if the messages in the sun sign video don't resonate, you might find that for that month, the messages in one of the other videos resonate, better or more for you, or by listening to all three videos, you have a more complete overview of what might be coming up during the month. Also, just to let you know, the way that the videos, the way that I've started doing them now each month, it's based on, the video that had the highest views from like the previous sort of either mid-monthly or monthly that I put out. So for this one, I looked at the mid-monthlies for the month of August. I start off with that particular sign. So for the month of August or mid-month August, Libra, Aquarius, and Cancer had the highest views. So that's who I am beginning with, okay, just so you know. Also, be looking out for, I did post the winner for the last month's giveaway, the full moon giveaway. If you're interested, be watching out. We will have another full moon giveaway at the end of September for the full moon happening then on the 25th, the full harvest moon. All right, I think as far as announcements go, that is it. So I will say goodbye for now. We'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. And just know that I am so very grateful to all of my subscribers, for everybody who leaves comments, who likes my videos. It really does mean a lot. All right, see you in 1 second for your reading. Hi, Libra. Hope you're doing well. Well, you are the sign who had the most views for the mid-monthly of August, so I am starting with you for the September monthly. So congratulations on that, and just a big thank you from me for everybody who takes the time to watch my videos and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see, I have laid everything to save a bit of time, and we have at the center of your reading the 7 of Pentacles, and it is crossed by the Knight of Wands. So you actually have quite a few Pentacles cards. You also have quite a few Court cards in your reading. So, possibly lots of people coming in or might be playing significant role in your life this month. But with the 7 of Pentacles at the center, it tells me that there's a definite sort of focus, preoccupation with finances, right? The Pentacles, the suit of Pentacles is earth energy, so it deals with the tangible things here in the material realm, such as our jobs. It has to do with our material possessions, our homes, family, resources as well. And the 7 of Pentacles, if you look at her, she's she seems as though she's quite happy, right? She has fruit here in her basket, so obviously all of the hard work that she has been putting into something, into her job, into an endeavor, she has started to see fruit of the results, of her hard work and her labor. What the card does also speak of is kind of taking that time out. You see how she's sort of relaxing here, almost just reflecting upon, after putting in all of this effort, what have I gotten out of it? So what has been the return on investment here? Am After working so hard at something, have I started to really see tangible results? Are these the results I expected? Do I need to change anything to have, or to bring in more, more money, more resources, whatever this is that, is the sort of the goal, the end goal, whatever the Ten of Pentacles sort of is, in her mind or in your mind, Libra, it's weighing things up. It's sort of saying, okay, I've done this, that, and the other, and and now what? Do I need to change anything? Am I seeing sort of, it can have to do with as well, like reaching a milestone. So that could be, within, say, your work sector, you could be reaching a goal or milestone. Sometimes this is in the form of, completing a project, or, even getting a promotion here, and then after you do get the promotion, kind of thinking or reflecting upon whether you're being paid enough. Did you expect more of a, a pay raise? So it's kind of thinking about the next steps, feeling good about where you are right now, feeling good about all of the hard effort that you've put into something, and then, planning for the next steps. Now, what can help or hinder this with the Knight of Wands? If this is a person, again, with so many court cards here, could be actual people. If so, this would typically be more of a middle-aged fire sign individual, male or female, but Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So if it's a person, this person could be coming in to maybe to help you, get to whatever this end goal is, to help you work on your whatever your goals are, the next steps. If this isn't a person, and I usually view, the pages, the knights, more as energies, and you do have 1, 2, 3. Oh, you actually have, no, you have 3 knights in your reading, and you have 1 page. So, could be just the energy of this Knight of Wands. And this, what the Knight of Wands really, or what knights in the Tarot do, is they act on things, right? The pages usually bring messages, bring news of something. Knights can bring offerings, but knights also, they make things happen, right? They're the ones who set off in search of, or or to set out on the quest, or to go after something. So especially with this being the Knight of Wands, which is fire energy, which has to do with it can have to do with as well sort of work, day-to-day matters, but it's also creativity, creative endeavors, and then it's our own drive, determination, passion, ambition for getting those things done. So this could be, as you are reflecting upon sort of the next steps here with the 7 of Pentacles, this could be very good energy to come in and, and help you and sort of push you forward, go after, think about, really moving forward and charging ahead with whatever this sort of the next phase is, or the next steps. With the 7 of Pentacles card. And this person, or the energy of the Knight of Wands, it can at times be a little too daring, I guess. Sort of more of a risk taker. But in general, this is just, it's a very forward movement, very, very exciting, very passionate energy. So this is a good energy as you move towards sort of the next phase in whatever you are, if this is within your work, whatever this next phase is. Now, again, the foundation here. So in the deep past, we have the 8 of Pentacles, more Pentacles energy. And the 8 of Pentacles is sometimes referred to as the apprentice card. It's kind of that worker bee mentality. It's just you, working very hard at your craft to perfect whatever your craft happens to be. So if this is at work, this could be you, perfecting what it is that you do, right? This could be through on-the-job training. This could be through going back to school, getting, taking some classes. This time of the year, especially, this is the sort of back to school time of the year here, especially in the Northern Hemisphere. So this could be starting up college, taking, just some additional training courses to help you, move up, to help you with this, to achieve whatever this growth is within the workplace, or just working on on yourself, right? On your particular talent, skills, however that plays out for you. Again, in the past position, in the recent past, more Pentacles energy with the Knight of Pentacles. So out of all of the out of all of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving. Okay, he's the slow and steady wins the race type of energy. So he plods along. He's very sure of himself. He's a very determined, very hardworking. So you have a lot of, this kind of hard work type of energy surrounding you, right? In the recent past, again, could have been a person that came in the recent past to help you, maybe to bring news about something or an offer with this Knight of Pentacles. It could have been an offer to do with a new job, an offer that was beneficial for you financially speaking. But again, if it's not a person, this Knight could, this could have just been in the recent past, news coming in about or related to your work, your finances, right? Your resources. And it's it's a kind of a very slow moving. So, we do have this, we have the 7, the 8, we actually have the Knight and the Page, which is why I'm saying you're sort of surrounded here by Pentacles. So a definite focus here on the tangible things in your life, right? To do with your finances, your home, your family, your career. And, with this sitting in the crowning position, the Page of Pentacles, again, could be a person, right? Just like I was saying with the Knight of Pentacles here, both of these could be people. I usually see it more as energy. But if it's a person, this with the Knight, that would usually be more of a, middle-aged earth sign individual. With the Page of Pentacles, it's a very immature, very young energy. Could even be a child of yours, could be somebody in their early 20s, but both of these are earth energy. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And, with this Page sitting here, this is a card that really speaks of reaching a goal. Again, this, having reached a short-term goal, reaching a goal. This is about success. It's about manifesting, right? This Page of Pentacles is really about, bringing things into reality. So manifesting dreams, manifesting or attaining success here with this card. So it's there's a lot of prosperous energy kind of surrounding you here. And again, with the Knight of Wands pushing you forward as this helper, I think that it looks like it's a month with a focus on these tangible things, but also it's a month to really go after it. And there could be, things coming in for you that are going to kind of, are going to push you forward, are going to give you that, that push forward to get to the next level, to, whatever it is that this next goal, this next milestone that are really going to push you towards that. Now, in the in the near future, the upcoming energy, we have another individual here, possibly with the King of Cups. This person, if it is a person, this is usually an older water sign individual. Again, male or female, it's not gender specific, but Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And the King of Cups could be coming in to help you in some way, could be involved in some way with these new opportunities, with manifesting something, a new home, a new job, just something very tangible here. And this, he's a very wise individual, the King of Cups. The Suit of Cups deals with our feelings, our emotions. It's also relationships. And the Suit of Cups, it also deals with, intuition, psychic abilities, and he's a very intuitive figure, but he's also he's very wise, he's very patient, he's a kind individual, right? So he's somebody who, as a king, he's managed to really master his particular suit. So he has a very good control over his emotions, right? His emotions are very balanced. He's a very loving individual, wise individual, compassionate. So, if this is a person, this is a very good person to have around you, right? To maybe help you, offer you guidance. or it could just, could be this person who's playing a significant role in some way, with the King of Cups showing up here. Now, I did pull clarifiers on you in the reading, and I'll show you why. It's not that it's a bad card. I was just trying to get a little bit more information, because you show up as the Two of Swords, which, this is a card that speaks of being unwilling or unable to make a decision about something, right? Sometimes it's referred to as the stalemate card, because you can see that the woman, she's there in this very sort of defensive stance. She has the swords crossed across her chest. She's blindfolded. So for whatever reason, she feels as though she's incapable, unwilling, unable to make a decision about something, right? And this is, we think about like the twos in the tarot, they usually have to do with, making a decision, or it can have to do with choices. With the Two of Wands, for example, the Two of Wands is a card that's very much about you being in control and taking, making that decision and sort of moving forward. This is very different in that it's, you're, for whatever reason, you're feeling that you can't make a decision, or you don't want to see a situation for what it is. And so I did pull clarifiers on this card, and I had kind of funny. So the Ten of Swords, and in this deck, this always makes me think of the what's that movie, The Ring? That's what she looks like, which makes sense. I mean, the Ten of Swords, it's called ruin, but it's the it's the feeling stabbed in the back. It's a very low type of energy, right? A very difficult energy, but it does sit in the past position. So Ten of Swords, Major Arcana number 16, the Tower, and Major Arcana number 19. This is supposed to be, that's right. In this deck, they've numbered it incorrectly, but it's the World card. It's the Universe card. This is card number 21. Which is interesting, because I know I haven't shown you the overall energy for the month yet, but you have as your overall energy the Fool card. Okay, so this is the 0 of the Major Arcana, and it comes, it's sort of full circle after the Universe card, or the World card, goes back to the Fool, which is, new beginnings, rebirth. It's about taking a leap of faith, right? Stepping out. You see, she's sort of 1 foot kind of off the ledge, and it's trusting in the universe, taking that leap of faith, trusting that this new cycle, is the right one for her, is going to be, successful. And even though she doesn't have all of the information, right, or even though she's unable to sort of see ahead, she doesn't know what this new journey is going to bring her, she is willing and ready and able to just sort of step off and head out on this new journey, trusting in the universe, trusting in, putting her faith in the fact that things will work out for her. So, that is your overall energy for the month. So, it's what this tells me with the Two of Swords here is, there might be a situation that for whatever reason you're not, maybe you're scared about. If there is a new beginning here, you're unwilling to sort of make a decision, but there is a decision that does need to be made. And I think that, with the Ten of Swords in the past, there could have been if this was in the work sector, maybe you've been dealing with a lot of negative, a lot of negative energy surrounding you within the workplace. Maybe with the Tower coming up, there could have been, a very unexpected event that happened. The Tower is always about, something very unexpected, catches us off guard, sort of comes out of nowhere. And, it's something that things can never be the same after the Tower moment, right? Something has to change. And a lot of times the Tower comes in to kind of shake things up when we are unwilling or unable to sort of make a move to change something. Oftentimes a Tower situation will come in and do that. And then, it's not always negative. As I usually, I like to say that it's all about how we kind of approach this Tower situation, how we react to it, and how we deal with the aftermath. That's what's important. And what you have here, obviously the Tower needed to come in because you have the universe after it. So yes, this painful ending or difficult, and the Ten of Swords is also an ending, right? Tens in the Tarot, their completion of cycles. So there was a cycle that needed to come to an end. And maybe, for some of you, that could have been, if this was a job, maybe you've been wanting to leave the job for a while, but for whatever reason, you felt as though you were unable to, you were tied to the job, you needed the money from the job, you were scared to leave it to go off in search of something better, even though, you weren't exactly happy there. Something could have happened. There could have been, a downsizing in the company. Maybe you found out that, they were cutting your hours. You might have gotten laid off, something like that, is obviously a difficult thing to handle, but it came, this happened for a reason. So that's, again, with the Tower followed by the Universe, and then the Fool as the overall energy, there are new things trying to come in here for you, right? And then it's about sort of removing the blindfold, being open and receptive to these new things, because, again, you can't run from the Tower. So there's no getting away from these things. It's just all about how we kind of change and, and accept them and move on, right? With the Fool here, move on to something that's ultimately going to be better for us. It's a new phase, a brand new chapter in our life. Now, what you have surrounding you in your environment, you have the Hierophant. And this is another major arcana. This is number 5 of the major arcana. And the Hierophant can be, some type of counsel that you're seeking out. This is, going on in your surroundings. So you might be seeking out or seeking the knowledge, the wisdom of a counselor. This could be in the form of, religious. I mean, obviously he's a religious figure, so this could be seeking out, if you are, more religious and go to church. This could be seeking out, a spiritual leader. For others, this could be seeking out the guidance of, a psychologist, psychiatrist, just a counselor in general. For others, this could have to do with, even legal matters, seeking out legal advice. Again, going back to what I was saying about the on-the-job training or taking courses, this could be meeting with a financial advisor, but I was going to say like an academic advisor. Sitting down, figuring out what classes you need to take. If you've decided to, start a degree, sitting down with that counselor and deciding, okay, which degree is going to be the best for me, which courses are the best ones for me to take. So there's seeking advice in your surrounding environment. Your hopes and fears, you have another Knight. So you have the Knight of Swords, and out of all of the Knights, you do have the Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, which are the two sort of fastest moving, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles in the recent past is the slowest moving. So the Knight of Swords comes in, and sometimes he can be a little bit kind of brash. He comes in, he's a little bit too aggressive. Maybe his words come across, as too direct or too straightforward. But in general, I mean, he's, again, this is air energy. So air energy deals with the mind, right? This is the suit of our thoughts, of the intellect. It's about communication, how we communicate with other people. And you see, he has his sword drawn. And so, his sword, the sword of truth, is kind of gleaming here. So, and he comes into, if there's a difficult situation or a situation that needs, clarifying, or you need to have clarity of mind or something to do with, clearing things up. This Knight of Swords comes in to take care of that, right? His sword, he cuts through any type of confusion, and he's a very forceful communicator. On the negative side, when I was saying that he can sometimes come across as a little too aggressive, yes, he can, but in general, he's a very intelligent, a very truthful individual. And so I think, with this as your hopes and fears, you're hoping to, if there's a situation, going back to this Two of Swords, I think you're hoping to get your point across very clearly, honestly, without hurting other people's feelings. I think this is just you really trying your best to communicate, right? And so you're hoping for this honest communication. You're hoping to be able to express yourself, to use your knowledge, right? To use your words in a positive way to kind of get you, out of or make this decision here, have the clarity of thought that could possibly come about by, talking things over with another person, this counselor individual. And then as you head out of the month, you have the King of Wands as the outbound energy. And this is a very powerful energy, right? The King of Wands, yes, he could be an actual person, right? You have the King of Cups over here and then King of Wands. So if this is an individual, then typically this would be more of an older fire sign person, so male or female, but again, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And he's a very courageous individual. So I think, going back here to the Two of Wands, and then with this Fool card as the overall energy, I think as you leave the month, you are just in, I feel that this is more you taking on the energy of the King of Wands and just feeling very sure of yourself, very courageous. You've made your decision. You've talked things over. You know where you're heading now. You know what the next steps are that you need to take. You're going after it now, and you're doing it. You see that he has the crystal ball here. He has the vision. He's a trailblazer, this King of Wands. He's all about, if there's a new thing that needs to be, or if, they need somebody to go try out this new whatever it is, or to go off on this new adventure. He is the person to do that, right? He is very courageous. He's he's not at all scared to go out and try something brand new. So I think that you are just taking on the energy of this King of Wands, right? If he's a person, then again, he would be a very good person to have around you, because he's, he is that strong and dependable type of person to have around you. And he's, he's also very enthusiastic, and people are kind of drawn to him. He's a kind of a formidable character, right? He's very charismatic, and he's really a true leader. So I think that, you might be drawn to this individual, or other people are very much drawn to him. And again, if it isn't a person, this is you just, as you head into the next month, you are feeling very sure about the decisions that you have made, very sure about this next step, this new chapter, and you're not at all afraid to go after it. Now, let's take a look at the two oracle cards that came out for you. I'll show you the cards, and then I'll get the guidebook and give you the full meaning for the card. So, from the Whispers of Love deck, you have Be Willing to Express Love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. And from the Sacred Traveler deck, we have Faraway Places. Get ready for new horizons. So let's start off with the Whispers of Love. And this card says, let me find it here. This is card number 6. Okay, this card says, we are truly loving individuals. Taking time to express love to others helps them realize that they are supported and loved. As we practice this custom, it helps us to become more loving. Once we desire to become a more loving person, it is easier to recognize opportunities to be loving. Okay, and the other card speaks of faraway places. So this card says, stop playing it safe. Get ready for new horizons and change in your life. A journey is coming. It might be to foreign lands or faraway places, or it may be an inner shift that changes your destiny. It's all beneficial. Sometimes we can feel wobbled when we are not in our normal surroundings. However, you are safe and protected. Good fortune ensues. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, part of the glory of travel is stepping out of old habits, routines, and the repetitiveness of everyday life. It can feel daunting, yet in no small way, your life is a spiritual voyage. Change is coming. Things are not as they seem. There are no wrong turns. Every adventure and misadventure is part of the course. You are on a pilgrimage of the soul. Keep your metaphorical bag packed. Some unexpected experiences are ahead. Be ready for anything. The joy of travel is that you can begin to experience the everyday as if you were seeing it for the first time. Nothing should be taken for granted. And that's interesting because, I mean, you have this, the Fool is all about starting off on this new voyage, right? This new chapter. And, with this get ready for new horizons, I mean, yes, for a small number of you, there could actually be, what it was talking about, this move to, a distant land or opportunities, at a great distance. But this doesn't necessarily have to be, this is about, it's all about accepting and being open to, these new experiences. And even like it was just mentioning, stepping out of old habits, stepping out of, old routines. I think that with this Two of Swords, it's like, however you have been doing things, that old way of doing things, it no longer serves you, right? And if there is a decision to be made, there's a choice to be made, you can't kind of do that or solve it by trying to just do things the same way you always have done, right? We know there needs to be a change. And we have this major change here with the, the Tower, the universe, we have the Fool. So do pay attention, right? As you move through the month, especially towards the, more towards the middle to the end of the month, pay attention to, definite changes coming in and then doing things differently. If you are sort of evaluating the situation or trying to come up with a way to do something, try to think, okay, how would I usually approach a situation? And then, maybe through the guidance of other people, try to come up with a brand new way of looking at it, or a brand new way to solve it, or a brand new way of doing things, because there's something to do with, a new way or new things that I think you need to, or will help you as you move through, and the manifesting with the Page of Pentacles and bringing these new things, in definite focus on the tangible things, the around the home or the job, or the way that you make money or have been making money. Big changes, I think, could be coming in for many of you this month. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of September. Bye for now.